So today is Thursday, it's my D&D day, and I wanted to tell you a little bit about my DM style. Hello meatbags, this is the ISO. So for one, I play D&D 5e, but it's more of like a hybrid. It's like D&D 5e, but if you added like D&D 3.5 to it. I started with Pathfinder. If you aren't familiar with that, it is based on D&D 3.5. It's like a more powerful derivative of D&D. I've played a couple campaigns all the way through to level 20. The problem I had when I switched over to D&D 5e, a lot of the stuff that was assumed in the rules didn't get written down in D&D 5e. It's basically just letting the DM kind of have discretion on stuff, which is great, and I can use that in the D&D campaign using the 3.5 rule set. So that's one aspect of it. The other aspect of it is I like to give a moral conundrum every time I'm playing. I do less of the combat style role play stuff and more of the social role play stuff where someone who has an ulterior motive, but the other person has an ulterior motive too, and it's like, you got to pick the lesser of the evils, right? Well, no. My D&D players have basically just gone evil at every step of the way. They like to justify and say that they're not evil. I mean, one of them says that they're very evil, but like there's a degree of like every action that they take has some sort of like consequence. The other shoe always drops. And the thing is, whenever we're done playing and we're just kind of like, gathering around our cars to drive away, me and another player like basically kind of go back and forth because he DMs too. So me and a player go back and forth about like, oh man, that was crazy. like when is this going to happen? Like when is this other thing going to happen? And it's fun to go in kind of circles a little bit about like, how our one player constantly always decides to screw up, or like that's like his MO is just making things more complicated. That's the great part about it. But the other thing about when I was introduced to Pathfinder is my original DM, when I first started playing, kind of set us up for owning something, right? I did the same thing for my campaign where the players, they fought and won a town, basically. They liberated it from, an evil creature. I like to give that like, okay, so you own something now, like there's things in the environment that have consequences for the town. It gives the players something to want to own or not want to lose, or there's stakes. I like to ramp up the stakes whenever I can. There's every aspect of like the moral stuff, the geopolitical stuff, the everything. So I'm just going to call this part 1 because there's way more stuff that I want to talk about and I can't get it all in one short. I'll make a full-length video linking these two together. I'll see you in the next short meatbag next Thursday.